my channel, MHVIP Life. Please like, subscribe, share this video, and feel free to check out my Instagram. Today I'm making homemade pizza dough because tonight for dinner, as a family, we're having pizzas. So I'm making a dough from scratch because most of the time it's nicer when it's homemade rather than store. So the equipment that I've got to do this is my stand mixer and my dough hook because we're making dough. Then I've got some normal kind of metal spoon just to help measuring out the flour. And I've got my leveler and different sized teaspoon, quarter teaspoon, half teaspoon and tablespoon to use today as well. And I've got the bowl of my mixer and the talking scales. So, first thing I need to do is measure out 500 grams of this strong white flour. Just gonna open it. And the reason I like using strong white is because it's got the most amount of gluten in it. I need to turn them on.
Hello. It's ready.
And I need 500 grams of this flour.
48 grams. 138 grams. 331 grams. 501 grams.
So I've got a little bit too much in there. So I need to grab a spoon and just take a bit out.
500 grams. Goodbye.
And turn that off because I don't need that for a little while. So I'm going to move that flour away. I'm not going to need that again until when I've got to need it. And to the flour in here, I've got to add 2 teaspoons of sugar. This is just food for the yeast to start working. We put the yeast in. Mix that around just a little bit just to kind of incorporate it in to all the flour. I'm going to put 175 ml of warm water into this jug. The reason I'm saying that it needs to be warm, if it's too cold it won't activate the yeast, and if it's too hot then it will kill the yeast. So I'm going to fill this up. So really you need it at a kind of temperature where you can stick your finger in it and it feels comfortable, like it feels like it's almost kind of similar to like, it feels like your body kind of temperature, so it feels nice and like, well, it feels okay. Now we're going to have a jug onto my scales.
Hello. It's ready.
Because millilitres is the same as grams. So if I put this into here,
grams.
It's a little bit too much, so
171 grams. 176 grams. 177 grams. 175 grams. Goodbye.
So I'm going to keep the rest of this water here because I've measured this out, but I'm probably going to need more. Obviously, if it's too dry, you can add more. If it's too wet, then you can just add some more flour and it'll be fine. So to this water I need to add a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So 1/4 teaspoon, which is this one here. And then I need to do this over this tray because otherwise I'm guaranteed to make a mess and it's going to be less easy to clear it up if it's not over this tray. So I'm going to put that into the water. And then I need to mix it up until that's fully dissolved in the water and it's not going to make like proper contact with the yeast. So because if you have salt that goes straight into contact with yeast then it will just kill it, which is what we want because we need the yeast for it to expand and like double in size when it's proven. So you do not want to kill the yeast, that's not a good idea. So I'm going to put this off to one side because I do not need that at the moment. And then finally I need to measure out the yeast.
Come out. It's ready.
So you can normally get these in like 7 gram sachets. I need roughly 10 grams.
4 grams. 9 grams. 10 grams.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Put the lid back on there. And then I put this into here. So now I'm going to take this bowl, put it on my stand mixer. Now I'm going to fit the mixer with my paddle attachment. So basically I have to line it up with the bit on the mixer and give it a twist so that it's secure. And then I need to switch it on so it actually works. And now I'm going to put it on the slow speed style, so I'm just going to move it 1. So just to give it a quick mix, and now I'm going to put in some of the water, so I'm just putting a bit to start off. As I just gradually add it, and if it's still too dry I can always add some more, but we shall see how much we need. So I'm looking at this now and I reckon I'm going to need more water in this. It still looks quite dry. I'll just put a bit more in and then just keep it going. I'm turning it off for now because some of it is attaching to the dough hook, but I can see that some flour is still kind of stuck to the bottom. I'm just going to take some of it off the hook a bit. olive oil or vegetable oil or some cooking spray. And just move it around the bowl space just so it doesn't stick to the bowl or get a bit of a film on the top, like a layer and goes dry on the top of it while it's proving. And I'm going to put this in the bowl. Give it a bit of a move around just so, like I said, so it doesn't form a skin on top of it. And then I'm going to just turn the oven on because that'll then warm up the oven next to it. So I can stick it in to prove. You can just use a proving drawer or somewhere like in a cupboard that's quite a warm place. But I'm just going to warm this oven up so the one next to it can get warm. And I can put it to prove, and it will need to prove for about 2 hours. So then I will come back and check on it, and hopefully it would have doubled in size, and then we can get on to rolling out pizza bases. I wasn't sure, it needs to prove, I need to split it into different sections of dough, prove it a second time, and then roll it out. But the second proof doesn't take as long, the second proof is like half an hour. And then we roll it out, and then it'll be ready to go. That's kind of warming up, so I'm going to put this in here. But I first need to see. So I'm going to have to move this tray, so like grill thing, out of the oven. I'm just going to put that on the side for now, and I'll move it in a minute. So I can fit this in this oven. It needs enough room to go through. So I'll take a few of these out. And there we go. So we'll check on it in an hour and a half. See you then. Right, so let's grab a bowl because I can't use that one because it's slightly too big for my tray. This one's slopped in just so. So now I need to put a bit more flour on here. And now I'm going to get this out because this is done. Prove it. Oh, you can see, but it's a lot bigger than all it was when it went in. So I'm going to dump this on my board. It's going to come out the bowl. I'll put that in for now. So now, I'm going to get a bowl and I'm going to section this up into 6 pieces. And I'm going to do it by measuring it by how many grams it is. So I'm going to set my scale up again.
Hello. It's ready.
Then grab a knife. And then once I've done this, then I'm going to make them into balls and put one into a baking tray and prove them for a second time. That proves a lot shorter. That proves only about half an hour. Grams. 120. And let's see what these two are.
0 grams. 102 grams.
That's 102. So one's 120, one's 102, and this one is
130 grams.
That's 130. I'll take a bit of
0
this one.
grams.
Put it back in.
113 grams.
113.
122 grams. 115 grams. 122 grams. 123 grams. 121 grams. 121 grams. 120 grams.
So that's 120. So is that one. So this one should be
0
roughly the same.
grams. 113 grams.
I can rectify that by
136 grams.
and these are both the same as well. That's slightly bigger, but oh well. So I've got 7 balls of dough now. So now I just need to get a baking tray, spray it, and stick this on it, and then stick it in
0 grams.
for half an hour.
Goodbye.
Turn that off. Put the back there. Baking tray out. Spray it. Just let it stick. I've got one, but have a bit of a space between them, so that they are actually able to prove. Doesn't really matter if it's perfect, like kind of ball shape, because I'm going to roll them out anyway into bases. I'm going to put them back in here to prove for half an hour. Right, so got them out for a second prove. I need to put some flour down, otherwise that's going to stick. So now I'm just going to roll it out. Roll it out and check that it's big enough size for the tray. Yeah, it actually might be too big for the tray. So, I'm just going to rectify that by getting a bigger tray out. Right, now I'm going to put this here. And it transfers over this tray. And that is the first one done. Right, so I've already rolled out a few bases because I had to make ones for my family. And now I'm going to roll out my own. Clearly I need some more flour on this. Yeah, that's rolling better. So spread the tin. I'll place this in the tin now. That's the base done. Then a spoon and set it. Put some on here. Spread it around. That's that done. That's that on. Soup on. Look at this. Where is the white onion? So we'll put some sweet corn on. And then finally, I'm going to do some cheese.
Hello. It's ready.
So 40 grams of this cheese.
33 grams. 44 grams. 36 grams. 40 grams.
That's that done.
Goodbye.
And sprinkle this on. And that is done. So I'm going to put it in the oven, let it cook, and then have dinner. So I hope you enjoyed watching another one of my baking videos. As always, I really enjoyed making it. I didn't record me trying it this time because it was pretty late in the evening and I just wanted to sit and enjoy my dinner, but it was really nice. And everyone really enjoyed it, which is always good. And hopefully I can make more of these videos in the future, showing what it's like cooking and baking when you have a visual impairment, and hopefully show you a few more bits of equipment that make it easier for me in the kitchen and that could potentially be useful to you as well. Thanks for staying. I'll see you guys next one.